So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes, but I don't trip about it. Cause all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the...
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation.
Right. You sound like he threw.
Post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Damn.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Snickers, now spin. Take 2 of them. Deuce. Watch twist. Good. Twist.
Roethlisberger will hand a counter. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit
Bring
back
the tissue out here
and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Well, tell me when you're done.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Roethlisberger. And he's got Moncrief. That one goes for 24 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Because you're doing too much.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Tighten up. Middle.
Ben to throw again. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Left side complete to Lockett. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Wilson. Rush and he's taken down.
Dupree about to be a superstar.
Good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down. Now they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it looks like stealing football. It is. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week.
What you want me to do, man?
When I'm watching
Stop messing with him,
then. What comes to mind is always remember traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Pass interference. I'll take it.
And a return across midfield.
I'll take the pass interference.
The 46-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Check. Fresno.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 1st down, Connor. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
Well, give him this tissue.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Tackles.
Here's Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
He had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Bye.
Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
55 mark, 55.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, he will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2.
This is last one.
After 1.
Tell him if he don't wipe it, he a dookie booty.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
I'm smacking the shit out of this nigga, boy.
Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it.
This motherfucker can't move the ball on me, man.
Cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Roethlisberger now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
No spacing.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger.
Give me that all.
He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That's good for a Steeler.
This
Hey, yo, tell me
offense
I ain't
finding
done.
its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, here we go. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
To throw again is Roethlisberger.
Come
on, he's gonna
y'all.
be taken
Block.
down. They sack him back right around the 44. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, Steve 6, Steve 6. Right there, 54, right there.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And a flag
Pass
comes in
interference.
as that one falls incomplete.
He keep passing
Let's
the firm,
see
my
who
nigga.
this
He
is
think he
too
got
aggressive
user.
defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover
That
is
boy
going to like
think
a
he
call
got
going against them, but you
user.
have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did
What?
come out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Roethlisberger.
Flag,
That's
pass
gonna wind up
interference.
incomplete. However, we
He
do
keep
have a
on
flag
passing
down.
interference.
Let's check in with our referee.
What? Gone.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes.
And he's going to
Boy.
take it in for a Steeler
Boy.
touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it with Carson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And it was a stiff arm that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
I ain't think he was
Move the
gonna run the
chains,
ball.
a gain of
Go
7
in the
on 3rd
room. No, get the hell out of here. YouTube, beat it.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 1st down, Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way
they
to go
caught
in this
face
football
mask.
game.
What the fuck was
So
that?
they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Wilson on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And
that should have been a pick.
He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Wilson, they'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. From the gun, it's Wilson. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf.
Head off.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Rocket. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Get out the bathroom.
On 4th down, it's Jason Myers.
Get out.
Left hash.
Stay in that room.
53 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going deep for Moncrief.
Oh, my God.
Incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. This one complete. Right side to McDonald. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Roethlisberger now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down.
Come on, man.
A 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it.
Oh, they perfect! Oh, they just gave him some bullshit.
And he's gonna score.
Oh, my God.
Seahawk touchdown.
Oh, my God. They just gave him some fucking bullshit right there.
Wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
Oh, my God.
That's going to be one of the great mysteries.
I can't believe that. They gave this nigga a pick 6 with fucking Flowers.
Offense, I will guarantee they told him, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw.
Now I'm about to just kick his ass, man.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
He lucky I ain't got no fucking running back or nothing, man. I got fucking Connor shitty ass.
Second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
Boy, Dupree came around that edge so fast.
That worked okay, but in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Oh, come on, give me my pick, man.
Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Check three. Heat these 2. Switch.
They start with a give to Connor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, Delta.
Now Roethlisberger. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Oh, bro.
1st down there, but it's incomplete.
God,
this in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Black 20. 50. Check my 50. You got nothing to run.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Marquise Blair, second-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger.
Damn!
Get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Ben on 3rd and long.
That was pass interference like a motherfucker,
We're into
boy.
the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now it's Carson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Give me that, bitch. We out of here.
Picked off by Mike Hilton. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6.
Bitch.
Touchdown. Well, we know this defense
Man, nah,
has
bro, because this dude shitty as fuck,
like
bro. I'm pissed.
Right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
He got a stupid ass pick 6 on me. I got a pick 6 that should have been a pick 6. He got a pick 6 and motherfucker ran into each other, fell, all types of dumb ass shit. I'm like, man, what the fuck going on?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that.
He can't do shit on offense.
The kick is away. This is taken at the 3.
Oh, that should have
pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
He can't do shit. And throw it away. Because y'all was zoning me out, too. I was about to bull.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I'm coming. Alert. 55, Mike,
What? Go in the room, man.
Mike, 55.
I'm playing the game right now. Can't you see that?
Wilson after the pick 6. It's complete to Jerome.
The air on. What you want me to do? I'll throw your ass in the freezer. You want that?
Before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Boy, gone, man. I ain't got time.
40.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline.
Oh, my God. How you going to hit my player, though?
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
He blocking my player while the ball in the air.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Carson.
Yeah, fuck that little inside run
that
shit.
will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang. Check.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson.
Ah!
And it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field.
Oh, what the fuck, Ben?
Intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked
Like,
off
how the
around
fuck do you not throw? Oh my
so
God,
down inside
bro.
the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. After the interception, here's Wilson. All incomplete.
That should have been a fucking pick.
Turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Deeper.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it down
How
a yard
is
or
he getting
two
them
shy of
shits
the
off
30
and I'm
before he's
playing
out
the
of
fucking
bounds.
cover 2?
They get
That's
5
not
out
even
of
a
that one, and
fucking
it moves
cover
the
2
chains.
either.
Wilson now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This is Carson. About 3 yards there to the 27. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
On 3rd down, Carson.
Yeah,
he was
boy.
able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run for it with Carson. And he gets us down
get
to
that
the 18.
fucking
Good
bullshit.
enough for a 1st down.
Damn, get some fucking
Just a gain of
push.
3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st down, Seahawks.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this is
How
caught
when
on
I'm
the left
fucking
side,
playing
Jerron
cover
Brown.
2?
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 6. brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They run again with Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Goddamn
Chris Carson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
This shitty-ass nigga, man. I don't even know what's in this other league, man.
Now Myers for the extra point.
Shitty as fuck, bro.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
This motherfucker is shitty, bro. I just got a shitty-ass team. I got the fucking Steelers, bro. I ain't got no fucking
team
run
on the field
game.
now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play on an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
There we go.
What happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
Gone, man.
A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now Roethlisberger to throw.
That's how you score quick. That's how you fucking score quick.
Steelers. James Washington, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Let's get a stop now, man. We got plenty of time.
Now things get a bit more interesting.
Got 2 timeouts left.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Let's get a fucking stop.
The Seahawks take over.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over
We
1st
got
and
this.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up to the football. We'll see how they go.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try to protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Fucking bitch, man.
And all the way in.
Y'all can't fucking guard. Where the fuck is the goddamn safety?
With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Steelers 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
What?
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return.
Here,
Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Here, go in there and get it to him.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the 31, Roethlisberger.
Come on, man.
Incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Wait, I just sat there for an hour trying to get the motherfucker to draw a seat the correct way.
Position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's
He
zone?
don't know his fucking alphabet, bro. Like, how can you expect him to do something and he don't know the fucking alphabet,
Great
bro?
eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
You talking about this other stuff on the paper? You just told me.
Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.